right now, everything is pieced out. So we have different products. Makes it difficult if you're having an issue with something, if you have a question with something. I have a handful of different people that I have to call right now. Knowing that in the near future, I'll be able to make one phone call, I think that is really nice. I'm looking forward to that. But also in terms of making sure that we have the best product that we can have at that time. Some of our products right now we have difficulties with, even just simple upgrades. Simple upgrades aren't possible, or it's really difficult for us to get to that piece. Motorola and Beck Tech have been great with explaining that to us and making sure that we always have kind of the newest and the top of the line product. And so that's really what we're looking forward to in bringing this all together. Definitely a measured approach. We're a federally qualified health center. Our budget, it's tight, but this is a very affordable product. It's easy to add pieces one at a time. We've moved from the SL300s to the ION radios. We've got those implemented, and now we're ready to move on to the next step. We're also a smaller organization. We have 200 employees. We have a small IT team, yet a robust security team. So for us, it's easier too to implement things just a little bit at a time. We're really looking forward to upgrading our cameras, but yet also really thrilled and pleased that we can still work with a lot of the cameras that we already have. So it doesn't break the bank from that standpoint. While we know that we need to upgrade our cameras, we absolutely will. And another piece of that is being able to work with Motorola and Beck Tech to really see what your budget is. How can this fit in? What's the best component and piece that we should add now? What should we add next year? What should we add in 3 years? And then again, what could this look like in 5 years? And coming up with a plan too, it really helps our facilities planning and being able to see which cameras we can use now, what should we go ahead and plan to upgrade, but then, okay, what can we do next year and the year after? So this has been something that fits nicely with our budget, and these are all pieces that we will add on, and I see, in 5 years that we will have the whole piece. The ION radios in particularly really blew us away. So being able to have those cameras on the radio, our officers and security team on campus, right now they're kind of glued to those stations and looking at the screens, but yet so much of their job is being out and about on campus. So just that little change of upgrading from the SL300 to the ION cameras allows our security team to be all over on campus while keeping an eye on everything else. The added AI components are really what healthcare facilities need in order to keep an eye on every area of your campus. We love the ecosystem. We've just settled in with the ION radios, so our next step is to really look at our camera system. That's huge for us. We have over 80 cameras on campus, and it's important for us, again, with 24/7, 365 patients on campus, we have to have those up and running. We have to have a partner that we can call if something isn't quite right. Our experience with Beck Tech and Motorola has been that if something isn't working, they fix it, and they fix it quickly. Adding on even kind of more of a push-to-talk radio, having access from home. In my position, I get calls throughout the night, and our security officers aren't always glued to one station, and so trying to figure out on my schedule, okay, who's working tonight? How do I get a hold of them? Beck Tech and Motorola offer so many options of ways that I'd be able to get a hold of them quickly. But again, that's less time away from my family. That's me able to deal with an issue quickly, provide some guidance to the security team, and we're back in business. So that's huge for us. I know that within the next 5 years that we will be all in, kind of in the Motorola, the huge platform ecosystem. We will have kind of all of the products. We know each year when we're looking at our budget and we're looking at facilities, this is right on the top of our list. So it's a priority for us. And both Beck Tech and Motorola have been great to work with in terms of how can we make this work for us and fit in our budget. Being in healthcare with HIPAA compliance, with cybersecurity and everything else, I know that you check the news every day and there's a different healthcare facility or large hospital system, who has been attacked, whether it's ransomware or whatever. and that takes an entire system down. That is money lost for an organization, and quite a bit. It's taking healthcare facilities weeks to get back up in line. So for us, making sure that we are partnering with organizations and vendors who are very secure and who have cybersecurity at top of mind, and that is a top priority to them, is very important to us. And so that's one of the reasons why we've leaned towards Motorola and Beck Tech. We knew that in partnering with Beck Tech in town, they have a great reputation. We've worked with them for years, whether that's through our Motorola SL300 radios that have been such an important part of our day-to-day operations, or our phone system. We know how Beck Tech operates. We know that they answer the phone when we call. They know that our ability to function and our ability to have operating radios and phones, and making sure that we're in good shape and making sure that we're able to take care of our patients 24/7, 365 is top of mind. They're always there when we call, so they were the first ones that we went to in terms of, okay guys, how can you help? What can we do? How can we take this to the next level and make sure that we're not again left with days of having cameras down? And again, really it's that trusted relationship, and we knew that we'd have that with Beck Tech. At Crossing Healthcare, it's nice to have a partner who is very familiar with the ins and outs of your organization, and we have that with Beck Tech. We have that with our Motorola reps. They know the ins and outs of our organizations. They know how we operate. They're able to come to the table when we meet and say, hey, we want to talk about some other options. Them having that inside knowledge, they're able to make recommendations that are just really great fits for us. I feel like, they really have their finger on the pulse in terms of how we operate. They're so familiar with the community. They're familiar with our struggles. And so again, it's that real true partnership of they understand who we are and they understand what we need, and the recommendations that they make are always just straight in line with what we're looking for. Being able to have a platform that really pulls everything together, being able to have one partner in town that we can call if we're having an issue, that's really the game changer for us. Needing to have kind of that trusted relationship and that confidence in someone, confidence in a partner, and confidence in a product, that your patient's information is safe, your day-to-day functions on campus are safe, and that's what we feel with the Motorola products and with Beck Tech. We can tell that they have a close partnership. They always include each other, whether it's a phone call, whether it's a Zoom or a training or an interaction here coming in person. They're always working together. It's very obvious that their relationships are close, and that, again, if there's something that Beck Tech needs from Motorola that they don't know, that it's one phone call away. It's very evident. The teamwork is right there. Every time we meet with them, they're so pleasant, great to work with, a really good fit with our team. But you'll know right away when you meet with them. It's very evident that they work very closely together. They take pride in their work. They take pride in their product. And it's a great partnership. It's really evident from the beginning.